Hey love, thank you so much for being here. If you would like to see how I installed this beautiful wig by Rpgshow, then definitely stay tuned and keep watching because I will show you all the details, what it looked like coming straight out of the box, and also how I installed her like this. So to start off, the packaging was so cute. Definitely a very luxurious type of look and feel, which I always appreciate because packaging is a part of your buying experience, right? Now, all the specs and details for this wig are going to be linked down below. So if you are looking for a very cute summer highlighted wig like this, then you know where to put your hands on it. And also, so I don't misquote any details because mom brain don't always get it together. But I can tell you this, she is 18 inches and 200% density. So that is why she looks so luscious and full. It's all in the density. You can tell when a wig is very thin because after you style it and it goes flat, it looks like a potato chip. Always make sure you pin back all the hair from your face just so you don't cut anything that you didn't want to unexpectedly. Nothing is worse than that, and trust me, you cannot put it back. So even when I'm cutting along the ears, you'll see that I take another clip just to make sure that none of these hairs that are hanging here get cut. And now I'm actually liking a deeper cut into the edge of the wig, only because your sideburns naturally aren't going to come all the way down here, right? Not only that, but trying to get the lace to stay with just, you know, the elastic band or tightening the base of the wig, it is not going to handle these flaps. So I find by cutting a little extra here, it actually helps you keep the flaps down more naturally without having to use a bunch of product, which is always the goal, right? We want glueless. Now, if you are an absolute beginner to wigs, don't know really how to cut the lace and things like that, don't worry at all. I actually chose to cut the lace while wearing it. That's not something that I would recommend. If you're a first timer, definitely look into getting a canvas head or mannequin head that you can pin the wig down to, make sure she doesn't move, and then you can see everything you're doing as you make sure you're getting a nice uneven cut, right? Do not cut your lace straight across. That's going to give you this line where everyone's going to know you're wearing a wig, and that's not what you want, especially with such a pretty lace like this, where guys, you can't even see it. Like, where is the lace? Where does it start? Where does it end? It's really, really good. So definitely don't ruin it with a straight cut. Now this wig gives you plenty of parting space, okay? As you see, she is going all the way back, nice and deep. Not a problem at all. I actually switched the part around a few times because I can never decide what kind of part I want. For the most part, I do go back to my safety, which is a side part like this, because I just find it so much more flattering. You can tuck the one side behind the ear, you can keep a section out and put the rest up in a half up, half down type look. It's just, it works for me. But I did attempt to have a middle part at first because, you know, we try to think that we switch it up and pick new things, but we really don't because, yeah, this is what I ended up doing. By the way, this is actually the second day of me wearing her. So I slept in this last night and I still think it looks great. I did a little touch up and just gorgeous. And by the way, if you're curious how to sleep in your wig, I'll make sure I tag below another video I did, as well as make sure you're following me on Instagram because I always have little tips and tricks on my reels and you can see it step by step. So don't forget about that. Overall, I am beyond pleased with this wig, you guys. Rpgshow, you did your thing. This is gorgeous. It's definitely a 10 out of 10 in my book because it didn't take me any work. Honestly, guys, I could have just taken this out of the box and thrown it on, done a little touch up here and there to keep it down, and been out the door. I actually just was having fun playing around with it and spent the extra time tweaking, you know, flat ironing the part, making sure everything is nice and flat. But honestly, that's all a preference. If you aren't needing to do all that stuff, you definitely could have worn her straight out of the box. And for me, that is everything. All in all, I'm always impressed with the wig that comes already done, okay? And if that's what you're looking for, then this is definitely it, because honestly, I just had to cut the lace and I didn't even put any powder on the parting and the front, nothing. absolutely nothing. And I mean, you can, that's always a preference, but for no baby hair, just plopping it on and doing a little extra layering just for a little light, you know, fluffy type look, then yeah, it's bomb. I love that the color of this wig is so soft. The highlight is very subtle. I've had some wigs where the highlights were these big chunky clumps, and I can't stand the way that that looks. It doesn't look natural to me, and I think when you go to style the wig, it just looks a little tacky. So I love how these highlights are so effortlessly like blended in there, you know? So definitely be an everyday wig that you can throw on and go. I'll let you guys see the back really quick, how I have this elastic band. So it's nice and soft, not irritating. Again, like I said, I slept in this last night, so I would have definitely let you know. And I did cut the comb that was back here. As you can see, there's no comb, only because I don't have anything to hook that into. So for the most part, I always cut all the combs out. In this case, I just cut the one at the bottom because I don't want that pressing and rubbing on my skin. Now, coming straight out of the box, it already had a little wave, which I love. I always like to touch it up though, and honestly, I have been able to get some really cute looks by using a straight iron, but for whatever reason, when I'm actually wearing the unit, I cannot get the straight iron to move the hair the way I want. So I tried it and then I gave up. Just for a very, very easy go-to that you can literally just take big sections and then be out the door, run your fingers through it and be done. I love curling wands, okay? First off, you have to have protection on your hands because it is extremely hot and you cannot set the temperature, at least on the one that I have. So definitely make sure you get one of those first, so you get a good grip on the barrel and you can hold the ends of the hair down. But as soon as you let it go, if you even want it to last you longer, go ahead and pin those curls as soon as it drops. Set it with a little bit of hairspray and that'll last you a very long time. All I used to install her was very little bit of mousse on the edge of the lace with the Velcro band. Can't even think today. And that is what has her down. But if I lift up, still glueless, okay? Just an extra little touch I like to do in order to help melt that lace and give it the look that I was going for. Thank you so much for watching. I enjoyed making this video, so I hope you enjoyed watching it. And if you did, go ahead and hit that like button because it means the world to me as a content creator to know that it's actually helping someone out there. So by all means, comment down below, ask me anything, questions. I always appreciate and look forward to hearing from you guys. So until next time, bye.
Can't nobody love you like I